There was a time where hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades, with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Liv, Bacardi, and Didge, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up where the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture and geek together.
All right. Welcome back to the GeeksetPodcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Got my man Didge.
What is happening, people?
And we got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? But it's, you probably heard us talk about him a lot, but we got the homie King in the building.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is our morning wrap-up podcast from DreamCon weekend.
Yes.
It's the start of the Black Geek documentary.
Yeah.
It's Monday morning before we
Feel
have
Monday
to go
morning
check out
as
and
fuck.
everything.
Yeah, it definitely.
Ain't even gotta go to work and it feel like a
It
Monday
feels
morning.
Monday morning as fuck right now.
The weekend been wild, man. It's been a long weekend, busy, work.
Very busy.
Man.
This is probably Geekset's busiest weekend that we've had in
In
the 4 years.
Yeah.
That we've been doing this. This is definitely the busiest weekend we've had.
So we've already talked about it, you know what I'm saying, just in personal, but man, like throughout the conventions that we did, this is our first one we did with King, but just let's go ahead and start. Bacardi, where are you ranking this convention weekend?
The weekend, I guess, bro, it's top tier.
Top tier.
Like it's number one. Like there really isn't gonna possibly be another one that really tops it unless we just do another black convention. You know what I'm saying? An all black convention. Like there's nothing that's gonna top an all black convention that we can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did where you ranking? Is it top tier too?
Yeah, it's got to be number one just from the way that we were able to handle this press, all of the content that we got, to the people that we saw, to the feeling of this is our community. It was bar none.
It was like the little subtle things, just like, be like the importance of the head nod and knowing exactly what it means, or like, bro, this is the first convention that like if you heard somebody say nigga, I didn't have to look around and double check who he was
and be nervous and be nervous.
Which one you are?
Like, cause I feel like when you in a real area where it's mixed and niggas really get strongly put out there, someone's gonna be like, I don't like what's going on here. We're gonna shut this down early. You know what I'm saying?
Right, gotta check it. Right? So then King, bro, like, all right, your first convention out with us, you know what I'm saying? But, being able to work and also, engulf yourself in this culture, man, how was this experience for you?
Man, this was amazing.
Yeah.
This was crazy, man. I mean, I've been to a few conventions before, but like honestly, the convention itself was like you said, bro, top tier.
Yeah.
But then like the interaction that like all of us had, y'all had with the people, with the energy, like the whole weekend, fam, from front to back was just phenomenal.
It was a whole vibe, man. And it was just like, even like, you know what I'm saying, just mingling with folks in the element. Like, you know what I'm saying? We did that kickback. I want to start with the kickback because Bacardi had like a whole awakening moment about just like what this culture can be with,
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like being like everyone's did a kickback, so everyone knows what a kickback is, but no one's really been to a kickback. Well, I haven't. Whereas like everybody at the kickback is literally like, we finna talk about some geek shit.
Yeah.
Nerds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
there was a distinct moment where the conversation stalled and niggas was like, talking anime?
You talking anime, bro. Like when you like niggas know what I got ammo for. Like, we can talk some random. Yeah, we can talk some random shit, but I got ammo.
I'm talking anime. Like I'm talking about kickback with all the extra kickback essentials flowing, and we cupping it in, we chopping it up, and then niggas was like, I thought like it was so hilarious because we in our circle, we in this, you know what I'm saying, we talking with some new cats that we just met. You know what I'm saying, chopping it up about, all business and stuff like that. Then once it got switched to anime, niggas was literally like walking by like, hey, y'all talking JoJo?
Yeah, ears perked up. Like ears like I just like, and it's really crazy because I mean, it's the same energy. Like I've been in kickback. You've been in those circles where it's like, what y'all talking about? Y'all talking about basketball? Y'all talking about whatever? And they kick in, but it's like, to actually hear like to know that you in the circle. We talking about anime, but if someone catches that on the cross,
it was
like
people who was like already sitting there. They'll chime in on the other conversation.
Yeah,
you know they still sitting there.
Bro.
But what JoJo was like, hey, I gotta be up in this.
I feel like the one dude came from inside. Like,
Yeah.
It was two dudes
Like it
that
was
was
a
sitting
beacon.
down chilling, and the one guy was inside and kind of heard somebody say something. Was like,
yeah.
y'all talking about JoJo's, right?
I mean, that's what for me. That's what because I mean, like what Geekset is like we always say, like it's barbershop talk.
Yeah.
So it's like we've been always trying to like do that, but to be in the wild, like in the world, and it's like no niggas do that chilling. Like you know what I'm saying, like that barbershop talk. Y'all think that we trying to get out here? Like there is pockets of people. There is kickbacks.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
really like what we're trying to just be like portray out there. So it's like I think that was for me that was a shock to be like, dog, I can really go to some shit. Like, or I can now really in my mind, like, I can throw a kickback. Like, bro, don't bring none of that NBA shit. Like, we can be talking anime. You can still play spades or whatever, but we all in this motherfucker.
They had two spades game going. They had a dominoes game going.
Pool going on. Yeah. I mean, everybody's getting, and that's what's so crazy. Everybody's still just in pure black enjoyment, like getting slapped, getting all of the.
At some point, somebody was rapping. I think.
They had Uno there. Like, all the Black Essential games was there.
It was like that's what I'm saying. It was literally everything you would want, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's what's so cool to me because it was that. Like I'm not saying it was probably going through all throughout the house, but. Even with all that going on, I've never still been to a kickback where it's like the top one topic, even if it's a random topic, is like some anime, and that just really kind of brings everybody in. So I mean, I'm thinking like for me, it was just like, dog, everything should just be like,
right.
Like everything should be like this
because it wasn't surface level, like you know what I'm saying. If we did, like we ended up having to leave after some point, but if we wasn't, we was about to anchor. Bro was preaching.
Like we was definitely like niggas was definitely feet planted. Like once the talk really came in,
started breaking down arcs, started breaking down characters.
Like it was
definitely started talking about the sports anime today. Like
I was expecting. Like I was getting ready to expect it, like same thing when we were like the anime after dark. I was getting ready for like something to get heated. Niggas finna get the run off on some shit. Like niggas like I know this. Bring up that shit. Like I was really like especially having the energy of like we haven't got really to the convention yet, but like have like the anime after dark, like seeing that energy and having it kind of spill over into an actual kickback is like, bro. I couldn't even imagine being at a real kickback where niggas really like you think niggas about to fight, but it's like these niggas talking about Goku can beat everybody, bro. Like, where you bring everybody, like everybody's coming through. Like, what the fuck going on here? Like, dog, this nigga clowning, bro.
So like to talk about the convention, man. Shout out to our DC World, man. Like. From the presentation of like the main stage and just like you know what I'm saying, even just having like as you see Bacardi in the roll, the drip.
Yeah, they clown for that.
And this was dope. We
definitely
seeing people walk through the convention with robes and fucking DreamCon bonnets and DreamCon do-rags, like
just the bonnets and do-rags in general. Like just knowing that you at a convention and it was a plenty of them. It was a plenty of do-rags and you know what I'm saying, bonnets like where niggas is like I can come in this and no, it's not a problem.
Like, where you can come in this and niggas like, hey, where you get that?
That was fire, though. That was a whole fucking wave with that because I'm just like, yo, this is like you said, it's art. It's art.
Like, bro, like it's really hard to like I said, for me, it's really hard to put anything above this because it's like being somewhere. Like to me, it's a touching moment to really see everybody. To be somewhere where you really in your element and see so many people in your element. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in my element here, and it's like, damn, you in your element too. Like you in your element. Like it's just so many motherfuckers. Like I'm chilling here. Like that ongoing tag of like it felt like family really felt like, you know what I'm saying? It really did. No matter where you was just cruising through, through the hallway, you might end up bumping into somebody or whatever. But it's like even if you bumped into somebody, it wasn't that hood, like, nigga, watch it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, now if you catch eyes, it's like, oh, I see you, like, my bad.
Honestly, everybody was super courteous.
Yes.
Like, anytime we moved through the crowd or somebody was, like, in the way, it was just like a quick turn, oh, excuse me, bro, I'm sorry.
Like, I've never seen so many niggas nice.
Yes, man.
But, like,
the nicest vibe.
I forgot, there was some chick that said it, and she was like, yo, I love, like, you know what I'm saying, like, men always have this, bravado. And she was like, I just love being able to see men and have that black boy joy. Like everybody is so in a great space, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, y'all don't have to be as hard, and we know that y'all generally have to put that on because of the world. But she was like, yeah, seeing y'all and embracing each other, you know, shouting people out about their cosplay and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, it was that. It was like this was a safe haven. It was kind of like a zone. It was a zone, and it's funny because like there was moments that was done where it was like in any other event, you're like, oh, a nigga moment about to happen.
Yeah.
And this one, it wasn't that at all.
Yeah, you feel the vibe like, yeah. Like, especially if you see a huddle, a couple, like, oh, these things about to act up. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And it was just pure, that's what I'm saying, like, bro, it was almost overwhelming to just be like, dog, this is like for someone to be like, niggas or black people are dangerous or whatever, like, you step into that motherfucker, you'd be like, bro, what the fuck is y'all talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Show me danger in this. Like, you said, like, it's really, like I said, for to be a black man or whatever in this world and to finally be at something that's like men and everybody just like, bro, we chilling. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I also like love the support we give each other, right? Because I didn't know every creator that was on the main stage, but in my eyes, I'm like, okay, if they own that main stage, they've done something, you know, enough to get there, right? So even in the finale, when they was passing the mic, everybody on that stage had a moment where the crowd was like, yeah.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? And I said, I know, like, as a creator, you know, like, that feeling of being able, like, it's like, damn, yo, people actually seeing the shit that I do, or people rock with the shit that I do. And I was like, I know everybody didn't know everybody on that stage, but everybody, we gave them love. In this moment, we showing love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh, that shit was fire. That shit
like,
was fire.
yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It felt like they were doing. RDC was kind of giving, like, I know y'all fuck with us, but I need y'all to get that same energy to everybody that came to see.
Hey, but real talk though, anytime we walked past or interacted with anybody from RDC, they showed love.
Yeah.
Like genuine love.
Even that.
Or, you know, hey man, you know, you just stop them. Hey man, this is dope. Hey, thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Like even in that sense, like you don't really be the conventions where the actual convention runners are
moving
through the crowd.
We was in a panel and we was like, oh shit, look at that's dope. Like, we thinking like, oh, they just, you know, in the lounge about to drink with us. Like, no, these niggas is in the panel. They ain't have nothing to do with the show. They was like, they just see what's popping. I'm seeing them watching, you know what I'm saying, the other creators and, you know what I'm saying, showing up with the, you know what I'm saying, showing up. So it's like, it was just dope to see. But again, I always equate it to, that's just how we approach as black people, man. We are welcoming. We are overly welcome. Like that's the whole cookout. Stigma is like we invite too many people to the cookout, but that's because we are just extremely welcoming. Yeah, like
we are. Like black people really want you to be like, or just in general, we want you to be yourself. Like we want you to be yourself and chill out. If you feel like you out of, take it somewhere else. But if you chilling. We are chilling.
Even if you get roasted, most of the time, like unless you know, say somebody being ass, most of the time the roasting come from love because sometimes like you'll see it in roast sessions, like you know what I'm saying, when it's out of love, we roast somebody, and then when you see somebody feeling the way, like nigga, you good, bro, man.
Yeah,
you good, man. Like, hey, let's get off my guy, man. You know what I'm saying, like it's stuff like that. So it's like, but it's like that. We are overly welcoming, so it's like to be in a space where it's just that.
Yeah. I also want to say, in convention level sense, like, I had whiffs. But it was not convention stank.
It wasn't.
It was not convention stank.
I feel like a lot of it was food. A couple times I got thrown off. And it would be the onions from the tacos or from, like, the barbecue stuff.
Yeah, like, it was food to be tight. Because, I mean, it wasn't like it's overly expanded.
But I also feel like that comes with a black convention. Yeah. Because I've been to, like I said, I've been to Anime Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I felt like a lot of that mixture was just, I'm not going home. Yeah. So the stank was just in the, you know.
Yeah. So I feel like, here's to what King said, I feel like people had lotions and body spray because like that, like you'll smell it like, so somebody must have freshly just, you know what I'm saying? But it was all our melanated scents that we normally smell. Like, okay, I'm smelling some cocoa butter somewhere. Yeah, okay, like somebody got some this, somebody got this.
Like that's what I'm saying. It was definitely like the smells of the convention was nothing like you really smelled it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was to a testament of just for weeks leading up to this. Everybody on Twitter was like, we ain't finna be out here like that. It felt very Black Mama. We ain't finna be out here doing no swanky shit. Y'all better be watching.
And that's what's funny about it though, because it's like, that the community, like the community in general is like, we finna do something big for these people at this community. I mean, this convention, y'all. Don't bring that shit.
Don't bring that.
Don't bring that.
Don't embarrass me in front of these people now.
Like we take over a Twitter space or type
right.
thing. So I feel like if a nigga really did on some damage shit, like boy, you gonna get put on Twitter. Like, you about to.
Oh yeah, they gonna.
Well, you know what's funny? It was up to that, right? People were saying that, but then like the week before it, then it shifted a little. It was like, hey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's us. So even if you do smell it, don't put them on blast on Twitter. Pull them to the side. So it was still that.
It definitely got real safe space.
It real got safe space. Like, you know, people started talking about, I mean, I know certain people's, you know what I'm saying, they have
anxiety. Somebody broke that.
Yeah, they started bringing that down. But I'm just like, yo.
Niggas really had a
because he was like, because fam came in, he was like, look, we get it. You know, niggas got anxiety. He was like, and I researched it.
Yeah.
Anxiety sweat is the stankiest sweat. So sometimes we can't just put niggas on blast. You gotta put them to the side and be like, hey, bro.
But I was like, yo, that's just dope. Like, just
go back to the hotel.
Like, it's dope that we would go through the research. Like, bro, y'all can't. Niggas really. We talking about and you, I think, even in that realm. Like, we're talking about a convention. Even from what we were doing on our podcast. And getting people coming out like, this is my first time and I'm interested and I'm nervous.
But I think every part of the convention had a little bit of that. Where everybody kind of felt, you know, like even the dude at the end who was telling us about like he was in a bit of depression. And being around all these people who just wanted to talk to him or just wanted to
people who actually
get to
started
know him
recognizing him.
And they had no clue who he was. He was like that's, I feel like even for us. Yeah, like people were so engaging with us, like the staff, the people we were like interviewing, the other the people that were out there interviewing people, where you felt like, oh man, I'm not going to like just a convention, like man, I'm going to like work. I'm going somewhere where people fucking with me, you know.
Yeah, and everything. That's even that though. Like everything was us. The staff was us.
Yeah,
the congoers were us. The hosts were us.
I like
the
how
security was us.
I like how most of the security were older black ladies. Because you was not finna disrespect none of them ladies at the door, at the exits. Like when them ladies was like, no, you can't go this way. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody, I don't care who you were. You got it. Like,
but bring it back to the staff, man. First things first, man.
Shout out to all of the staff.
Well, shout out to all the staff, but I just want to give a moment to shout out Urban Anime Lounge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to you.
We found out, you know what I'm saying, like throughout the back end, you know, one of the reasons why, I mean, obviously it's our work, but one of the reasons why we were able to get to do the live podcast and to get the press passes and everything, Urban Anime Lounge did vouch for us and, you know, make DreamCon aware of who we are and what we bring to the table. And just to, you know what I'm saying, to have, you know, a specific person, shout out Trish from Urban Anime Lounge.
Shout out Trish. Shout out Trish.
You know what I'm saying? And just
Trish Terrors.
Right. Right. And the way that she was like, you know, just throwing us, you know what I'm saying, little lives and everything. And I felt like, you know, we showed up for her as well because it was like, okay, I'm sticking my neck out for y'all, and we did professional work, and we was not as a headache, and so she was willing to give us more work and willing to, you know, give us, you know, a little bit more accommodations and everything, and I just appreciate, you know what I'm saying, having such a large collective also vouch for us. And
I mean
that's the true sense of the community. She saw people in the community who was like, hey, they do dope work. They do dope work. Y'all gonna come together and do dope work. Like,
I mean, it's definitely good to see that, to have people, to have, like for us, like that benefit of having the community and have people that really ride with us, whatever. Yeah. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really could have went differently to not have that one, and we didn't know, but to not have that one person in the inside who's like, I already know y'all, and I see y'all. Like, y'all just made a submission. I gotta get y'all in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like to know that you really can have like friends in small places or big, you know what I'm saying? Like to be like, and that's what, for me, that's what it is. Like to go to an event like this where even the plugs, is, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that can be black is black in this. Like nigga, I saw you, I plugged you in. Like you like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got plugged in. Like everything about being black.
Said to walk in, did you just
get the flip? Like and I remember you said Trish was saying that she was really hoping to just catch us there. Like, but it slipped over. He was like, you know, talking to her where she had to tell us beforehand. But it's like. To even if we wouldn't have knew that and then finally met Trish and was like, I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I plugged y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like so it was to me it's like there was nothing about this like the weekend that just wasn't black. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There was some kind of nuance of blackness in almost in every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Like And like I said, it was everybody's life. Like the staff we had.
Yeah, they was telling us their stories. And it was
Oh man, yeah. By the end, they was running up on us. What up, bro? How y'all good? Everybody
Dude, that y'all good? Nigga, I heard that so much from the staff.
Oh my god! Like they would literally poke their head in. Hey, y'all said y'all was looking for something, right? Did y'all still need
Remember, fam came in. He was like, "Hey, we." At one point, the interviews just ran a little long, so we had somebody waiting. He was like, "Hey, bro, said he out here waiting for y'all." I told him, y'all doing y'all thing.
Yeah.
He gonna go ahead and walk back, but he confirmed he'll be back in like 10-15.
Right.
I got you,
like, bro.
dog.
He like one of the guests that was interviewing. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just sit them in here for y'all, so that way they can chill and they not in the hallway, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that." I'm like, "All right, cool," but I'm just like, "Yo, like, yeah," they was like, it was literally, "Y'all good? I got y'all." That was their whole thing, the whole weekend. It was like this. It was wild.
They definitely. I don't know how they chose their staff. I don't know if it was just volunteer first come first serve.
I'm gonna go based off of one dude's story. He told me he was like at one of the DreamCons he was at, like he was just there as what's the name, and somebody from the DreamCon staff was like, "Damn, we gotta move these couches and stuff like that." And they couldn't find anybody else in the DreamCon staff. Mm-hmm. So they literally saw him. Was like, "Hey, can y'all help us out with this?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he did that, and he was like, "Hey, can you help us do something else?" And he was like, "You know what? You staff now." Threw him a shirt with everything like that, and then
so it's just truly out of the love.
Truly, and then he said this year they hit him up like, "Hey, you helped us out last time. Do you want to be staff again this year?" And he was like, "Yeah." And
of course, like I was a regular nigga at first.
Like. So like that,
so
which also like stands a test to the whole convention because it looks like they look out for their people,
right?
You know what I'm saying? They saw like what we was doing, they started looking out for us. But it was like even like building their staff, like okay, if there's people that's rocking with us,
which I mean probably even having something like that mentality, like it's probably something ongoing anyway. Like, you never. That even as a con goer going to drink, you never know if you might just become, you know what I'm saying? Like if you really around and you see the ongoing, it's busy, whatever. Being that kind of person where it's like, I'll give y'all a hand. Like I know y'all staff, but I will give y'all a hand. Can literally lead you into being part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and this is how in depth it goes. So he was like, it was him and some other dude, right? They met at the con, they just chopped it up at the con. And they end up being like, cool on social media and everything like that, right? Mm-hmm. And he said, I forgot which one of his favorite streamers was, but he was like, he was like, once I became staff and we was setting everything up, he was like, I was the one, like they assigned a certain staff to be like, you walk this person through. Yeah. He was like, it so happens that was his guy. His favorite streamer was the person who
he had to walk.
Yeah. He was like, but I knew that bro was still on the fence of coming to this year's DreamCon, so I had bro do a video say, "Yo, man, you coming? You gotta come, right?" And he said, I said it to him, right? So he said when dude came this year, he was like, he met him. He was like, "Yo, I was trying to figure out if I was gonna come. I didn't come until I saw your video." And the dude was like, "Oh, it was you?" He was like, "Yeah, man, your bro hit me up, told me to do the video for you and send it to you." And I'm just like, that is fucking cold. That's cold.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's like, man, and like I said, the energy, man. Like I said, we talked about RTC World, but shout out my guy O. You know what I'm saying? He turned 36 this year. Yeah. And he was able to get Mark to do he's 36.
Yeah. Like that's love. I mean, that's what from the literal, that's what I'm saying, the people that put the concert on, and he got that because they're literally walking around with everybody.
Walking around. They weren't acting like they were too busy for everybody. Like, obviously, everybody knew they were busy, so they had to get out there. But they were gracious. Like, hey, I gotta go get to this thing. Yeah. We were walking around and stuff, but they were just
we were
humble.
just as busy as them.
Man,
that was the crazy part. Like you in the middle of us doing stuff, or waiting on the interview, or waiting on equipment. Yeah. They would be moving through, waiting on stuff, or organizing, or orchestrating, and you could just tell, like, all right, if I didn't have time, I mean, if I had the time, I'm sure he would make time to talk to me.
I mean, you can definitely tell, like even like we were pressing, but I feel like we had the same workload as a guest or a host. Yeah. Like we had to kind of be everywhere and everything, and you really didn't. So it's like so when you can be in that kind of realm where you realize like being busy, like we gonna get to a point where like people gonna want to do all the shit with us. Like, bro, we busy. Like, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna try to make everybody we can, but it's like we busy. So it's like to kind of be in that realm and then see people still make the efforts. Like, I know we busy, but we gonna still run through, try to talk to everybody, see what we can do, and to know that it's like, that it's important to them to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of those things where it's like you just, like I said, for most conventions you go to, for one, you really realize, like, it makes for me think about who the fuck is running all these conventions. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they don't walk around and say and see what's going on. And if they do, you really somebody of the people that I don't know who you are then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I think that the other conventions, they might have certain structures or hiccups that are commonplace because of that.
Yeah.
But if you notice, everything was running really smooth. Panels ran smooth. Like for the most part, if a person was late, they had an opportunity to be like, well, hey, can we fit somebody else in here?
Yeah.
Or can we do this because right now we got something else?
Yeah.
It was like everybody was on point.
Yeah.
And you could tell it's because they had hands on.
Yeah.
Like they were there in the spaces that you like, okay, we're doing interviews in these 4 rooms, but every time I turn around, I'm seeing RDC.
Yeah.
And that's to me, that's great organization. That's hands on. That's ensuring all our guests are taken care of, all of the press are taken care of, and all the people that like just bought tickets to come watch this one. Like, you can see it in their faces, like, oh man, we having a good ass time.
Yeah.
And like I said, they did make sure press was taken care of because at all the main events, they cleared out that first row. So we had to make sure press was
that
there.
was by far the
They
best.
found us, bro. Me and him was walking the wrong way. The lady literally ran up the aisle and said, "No, you guys come this way."
Yeah.
Press is always in the front.
Yeah, and
that was one of the best press. We never had press that like that.
The press actual love that we like.
You felt like
To be able to
press.
do your job, fam.
Yeah.
They definitely made it like so easy. To do the job.
And then like shout out to you and Vaughn because y'all made it. Y'all came professionally as well. Like so it's like even though like you know what I'm saying we were like the ones who were like talking and stuff like that, y'all just the y'all camera work and being there, like you know what I'm saying, and y'all catching these angles and stuff like that. That's why they was like, okay, we're gonna make sure Geekset Press is definitely good too.
Yeah.
Like
y'all made it easy for us to do our job.
Yeah, that's what even for like you said, we're doing we're talking about it now, but when people really see visually, like everyone's gonna really see Geekset finally in an element where it's like, bro, you finna just see us work. Like because of King and Vaughn, it's like y'all finna just see us now. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like from this part, like from us talking now, and of course when the podcast drops on it, like when the visuals really start coming out, it's like y'all finna really see how like DreamCon was going and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it was an amazing, you know what I'm saying? It was just still an amazing experience. Like we haven't really even dove into the weekend. I mean, actually, but just this experience as a general whole is just still like, I'm still in awe. Like, man, like it's really gonna be hard to go to another convention and be
And
like
it's
really,
will hold up, man.
like it's gonna be really hard to maintain the same.
This
level
from the
of energy.
cosplay, just like the vendors, the merch at the vendors, fam, was like at some point, bro. Every time I walked past the booth, I said, I hope they ship. Or if I didn't bring so much stuff, I would have bought it.
Definitely.
Like the exhibit. I'm hoping that gets bigger and bigger every year. But it was the same thing, like being able to see just us, everybody selling their art, everybody selling
black
it was all
black-owned
businesses
that had some really dope shit.
Young
too. They was
definitely. That's the one thing that stood out to is not even like. And I have no quarrel with it if it's like an older guy or a younger person, whatever. But still, the fact that it's all these young entrepreneurs putting forth effort to come and not just from Texas.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, majority of them from somewhere else, and they brought I'm talking about everything.
And to be fair, they could have been older. Black people, nigga look like he 25. He'd talk to him, yeah, man, I turned 60 next week.
Right.
Like no crack.
But I get what you mean. I'm pretty sure they were, but it's like, I be having to think about that time, like, dog, this nigga could be like 50.
I definitely wanted to make sure I had announced it. Like I'm 40. Like I wanted niggas to know like I'm 40 and here doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but let's talk about what I'm saying, our busy day. Saturday, man, that was the day that we did our podcast.
Podcast day, Geekset Podcast day,
and man, like.
Hey, shout out DJ Taylor Senpai.
Ooh, yes.
Fam got us going because we
came in
and his story, realizing that we were part of his thing, and knowing that he was like, this is what he wanted. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, like this is what he wanted to do, and he got what he wanted to do.
He helped us out, man. We set that thing up, and we started talking to the crowd, and the crowd, it was just they gave us so much dope energy, bro.
They
gave us so much dope energy in the lounge, talking back to it, like I said. Very interested in the Black Geek documentary. Very interested in just having this general conversation about, just Black Geek stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's in general. And even in a very honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely saw the Dream Lounge, and for us, like, we had this visual how we thought we was going to podcast and do everything, and like based on our conventions and stuff we went to, but getting into the Dream Lounge and kind of seeing that we was like, we really are everyone's leisure moment at the time. Like, you come in, chill with us. Chill with us. But that's really the whole. That's the whole kind and energy. Like, bro, chill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go see your panels, go do whatever. Come in here, chill with us.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, to have like I said, having Senpai playing music, and now that at first, and you got everybody. Now it's like, if you think about the kind in general, that is the only place. Like, for if you just want to go kick it and really. Like, cause you gotta think liquor being sold, whatever. So you really could buy drinks and go sit down. Like, my dude was DJing and be like, we just gonna be in here for a little bit and chill, whatever. So like to become the intermission of his DJ set, to be like, that's what I said. Like, for me, it felt like, and no take from Senpai, you know what I'm saying, but to be his intermission, like, of his set, like, he came in and now we just talking.
But even with that, it goes back to wanting to make sure everybody was successful. He could have just abruptly stopped. Yeah. And just
like on some salty shit, like, I'm in the groove, cuz like, what the fuck is y'all?
But like the way him being like, hey, I'm glad y'all loving the tunes. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, but my guys at Geekset, be ready for that.
And to be truthfully honest, we couldn't come any less. Like, you can't come behind a nigga DJ on some slow shit. Like,
he also set it up dope because he even said, listen. They here from 2 to 4.
Yep.
I'm coming back at 4.
Yeah.
So y'all enjoy them. They gonna be the show, and then when we come back, we rock it.
That's what I'm saying. He really set us up to have it. Like I said, like, so and like I said, even from that, we had people tweeting us and just being there, like, it's like
photos, stuff like that.
Like, I never. To think about that, even like someone, like, I wish I could have been someone who would have walked in and been like what is that mentality? Walk into us and be like, the fuck going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Then, what I'm saying? Shout out Bacardi, man. He had the motherfucking rock, paper, scissors game.
Hey,
that motherfucking game.
That was so humbug. That's what I'm saying. Like, but it's just in general, like, that was a humbug. Cause we was supposed to, like, which we did still do, hypotheticals, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, we was
that got more heated than I thought it was. I didn't think people would have as hard opinions on robot versus zombie apocalypse.
I was still really
angry.
Took
that deep, fam. They took that way.
I was still angry on the amount of years niggas thought they would survive. I was like, bro, I don't.
Oh my god, bro. Well, I mean, it was something realistic, but the girl who said a year. And the robot.
4. Yeah, this is at 4.
But you said 4 in like the zombie.
I said it depends on the zombie.
The type of zombie. The Walking Dead zombie.
But I would also before we continue talking about Bacardi and its rock paper scissors too. What also I thought was really dope is like we established that if we had to start Apocalypse right now, our crew.
Oh yeah, when we started
the whole place.
And that's what made it crazy. That's what made it funny because like we really just family everybody just
real quick.
Like fuck everybody kind of going
real quick.
Like we shut this down, lock that door and bar it.
It's literally a room with probably like 50, 60 people. Yeah, everybody like I could dwell. You know what I'm saying? I could farm. So,
but then you have even the people. The one girl was like, "Fam, I'm coming back. Can I get bit?"
Oh yeah, they're not lying.
But then you also had somebody immediately like, "Well, who gonna make the hard decisions?"
He was like, "I would pop motherfuckers." Like, so I mean, it was like the interaction of just knowing that kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like I love that as us when we do our podcast. We always is us, but when we can really do a lot of shit to interact and people really interact, and I think I think that's like. In all the conventions I've really been to, like you do have people who interact with things, whatever. But being in a more geek element where the topics are this, whatever, like that, like hypotheticals or how we went on the Goku verse and people started coming up and talking and debating, like you know what I'm saying, like we really
couldn't escape that. We said that was a toxic conversation,
and it got toxic.
And then it got pulled in. We just really can't escape that.
You can't really escape. You tried to make it a thing, and niggas still made it a toxic debate again. Like where niggas like, bro, give me the mic. I'm finna come up here and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like it was definitely one of those. Like I like to be in that kind of realm. To be in, like that's what I'm saying. Like to what made this again going back to the convention. Like to everything of that realm. Like to be in for us to do our thing in an all black lounge or whatever. And kind of kick off that kind of same energy where it would be on some like this could get nigga really. You know what I'm saying? But niggas was still like, bro, we debating, we go argue, we gonna get a little bit loud. Like we were really loud in that room. You know what I'm saying? Like it would make people come in. Like what the fuck is they doing in here? You know what I'm saying? Like and it's supposed to be a lounge.
But then you look around and you say, oh, everybody got smiles on their face. Yeah, niggas loud when you gotta get your argument on. But then when the other dude talking, you just sitting back with a smile on your face.
Yeah. Right.
But it goes to what King said. So King probably had the best seat in the house because though him and Vaughn is filming us, King got to see like the people who like they peek like what the fuck is this? But then they go, oh shit, and they come in and join and sit down, right? King got to see that, and so like we got to do the show mode, but King and Vaughn, like I said, they were able to capture and see it, and see how it brought people in. I thought that was dope having that conversation with King about that.
And the fact that we didn't like even that like the technical difficulties we ran in the beginning. We did we've been every convention that we can podcast, sound and everything was perfectly fine. Yeah. Like and to still be in this realm where it's like this is for me like I said this is the bar. Like we need to really kill at all black convention. It's like damn the sound don't fucking ain't perfect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like but we was able to kill it. Like the fact that bitch like I'm gonna start yelling, nigga, fuck off.
I think the energy approached people like they felt good about that. Like, oh no, these niggas got energy.
Right.
Because people started like even when y'all was going through it and the sound was kind of like going in and out. Cats was walking up to me on the side like, "Hey man, can I donate? Can I just take some pens?" I'm like, "Take the pens, take the card. Go to the website, like look at it, bro." Like,
and that's it. Like I said, also with the Black Geek documentary, seeing immediate response. Immediate something happening from it. It was like, dang, seeing people like, no. People like, can we take a photo? I'm like, oh yeah, I got you. Like, no, we want to take a photo with y'all.
That energy.
It didn't even register until y'all said it because I was like, oh yeah, Bacardi, he be always doing that. He was like, no, they just wanted to take a picture with us, and I was like, that was. Damn, I didn't even realize that.
That was dope. I mean, that really means we were one of their memories from DreamCon.
Yeah. Not even just that, bro. That's how I think the guests reacted to y'all too. A lot of the guests, like before they would leave, can we get a picture? Like, they expected it. Like, no, I want a picture with y'all.
So I mean, that's what I think that was like. That's what I'm saying. Like Saturday, like it was the first time we all cosplayed together. Yeah. Like I finally got niggas out of their fucking element. You know what I'm saying? Like finally got niggas out the element. So it was like even in that realm, like just like to see, like the crowd see us, like. And on top of that too, like we were really here. That was the business. Like we were here shooting a documentary. Yeah. Like we were really, as Geek said, like we've been at every con and done everything that we can. But this is like the first time that we was at a con with a real purpose. Like that we're really here to highlight everything that's really going on here.
Why we were so busy.
Yeah, which is why we were so busy. So it's like
crazy.
You had to move with a purpose.
There was times I was like, damn, I ain't even getting nothing to eat.
Yeah.
Like shit.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like I said, like bouncing back into the visual of like when people really start seeing the visual is like what we came to do, like document on the Black Geek and you know what I'm saying, all that. That was full circle. Like that was that was just it was you could not do this wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't like it was so much Black boy joy and just geek shit there that it's like you couldn't. Like you really could, and if we really just like, bro, we can do no documentary here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like what? You definitely could. Bro, literally, you could point your camera in the air and catch great content of Black Geek. Like,
bro, we saw some amazing shit because, like, bro, the RDC World Easy Gang Smash Bros.
That was
like
dope.
that's what I'm saying. Like talking about the actual what was going on, like the stuff the RDC put together. For everybody, you know what I'm saying? The panels were black.
Women in urban space was so fucking dope.
And women loved that.
You know what I appreciated the most? The street dudes.
Oh yeah.
Fucking with the anime.
Oh yeah. Bro, it was ice.
Niggas were grilled.
I thought niggas was cosplaying as amigos. Like,
what? I'm talking about It was so dope because all the hood dudes, all the hood chicks that was there wasn't no beef and no drama. Nobody was getting tough. Everybody had respect and love, but you would still see it like, bro, this dude got on. Like you say, 3 chains, iced out chains with the grill.
And that's what made it crazy. Like I said, when we was in the exhibition room and fam, we stopped to talk to dude. And I'm looking at, I'm in my Naruto shit, looking at fam. This nigga icy as a bitch,
bro. He was looking at you like,
I was that jacket, bro.
He looked at me like, bro, you see the eyes?
Yeah, right.
Bro, you see this? Like, and I'm like, bro, I see you. Like, we damn near do it. I see you. I see
right.
And then a hood nigga and a cosplay nigga, like, bro, I see you. Like, nah, nigga, I see you. Right?
The crazy part, he looked at it, he was like, oh no, that's the real shark. You
like the hood, niggas paying attention, like, whoa, hold on, bro. Like,
the detail.
Yeah, like that's so. It was like that's what I'm saying. Like that's like there was so much nuances of actual nigga shit.
Yeah, bro.
That it's just like, bro, I cannot. But like those shits. That's what's like. Life for me has to be like this now. Like you know what I'm saying, like
but it's showing the world is people that do this every day.
Like just really, you know what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like how we talk about. Like I said, with the hood niggas who really don't like to know you a hood nigga and be like, bro, I'm finna go to this con.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm going to.
I'm going to
I'm not gonna tell nobody or not, whatever. But as a hood nigga, I'm finna still be a hood nigga, but I'm going to this con. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I said, it's the new shout out to Worst Gen Pod and their Anime After Dark panel. But like one of the things that I always love is like the fact that Sensei Glove. Like, he has this thing where he does on the Twitter space where he says, oh, it's niggas in this bitch. And he starts pointing people out. But it was like, he's saying at DreamCon that, like, nobody's batting an eye. Everybody's like, hell yeah, it's niggas in this bitch. Yeah. And it's not just a one, it's like a good 10-minute segment. It's niggas in this bitch. Okay, Bacardi, I see. This is my nigga Bacardi. What up, gang? You know what I'm saying? It's niggas in this bitch.
To be at a convention that opens up with, it's some niggas in this bitch.
Even during our panel, think about how many times we was just niggas is doing this, and it's just like
there was never there was, what do you want to call it, a code switch or a flip? There was never a moment you had to, like, bro, you walked in nigga and stayed nigga the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
It's always the small stuff. Like, you hear music, you know what I'm saying? Everybody do a little bop, and then you hear people, you hear out of nowhere,
yesterday was probably the first time I started seeing people walk around with like a boombox or music or whatever again. Like,
that's because yesterday everybody was
niggas
tired.
Fitted. We were like, hey, we coming out just kicking it out.
Everybody was just in their clothes.
Everybody was drippy at that point, but it was like, hey, that's some nigga shit.
We're gonna finish out first.
I done showed you my cosplay. Let me show you what I can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like I said, the energy of like the stuff artists he was putting together, like back, going back to like just the events of the weekend, like you said, like the Smash, like bro, Smash. I don't even play Smash Brothers.
They make you want to
play
Smash.
That made me want to like watching that shit intensely and watching how easy a game can change. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, this is actually fucking intense. Like, you know, like in the or even,
and then having highlights like, oh nigga, the way you
one of the big things too, like I took from the weekend, like being able to see content creators or whatever, and like the hosts and the guests, like do a lot of shit that I do regularly. Like these niggas are on the stage because they just fucking play video games.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or they do content or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like I said, for me, it was like, damn, I really need to start streaming again. Like, I need to start twitching, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I want
I want a fan base like that too. Like, I play the game just like these niggas play, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, so it's like, it's those things that even if you are a con goer, you like, bro, all I gotta do is play video games and I can get to this stage. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can really, like, if I get video games and people really like me or whatever I'm doing, I can possibly get here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go to college or do all this other random ass shit. Like I can literally just be in my element, and there's a place for me. And you know what I'm saying? And I think that's really that's really more and more, like the more we start making our spaces like for us and things like that, it becomes easier for people to really become. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we in this we in this realm where we like I said, even when we're talking about the documentary and people we're talking to. Asking them like, what do you see in 10, 20 years and all that kind of stuff ahead. It's like at some point it's gonna be a lot of us doing a lot of shit and having to give our own stuff flowers. So it's like we don't have those kind of requirements. Like, nigga, you gotta go to college or whatever to do like even be with us. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like so like the more the future keeps going, and we as the people just kind of like stay getting back in more, or to stay more in our realm of doing what we want to do and being us or whatever, there's gonna be conventions and award shows and all these things that's literally for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but we got to get back to this rock paper scissors. You thought this was up.
I'm happy to bring it back. Like, I don't have too many good ideas, but you know what I'm saying?
But that was a good one. I think it'll probably become a staple to end out our panel.
Yeah, I want to do that now. Yeah. I don't want that to go away from our panel.
Yeah, that's definitely and I was saying like it was just one episode. I'm like, bro, this actually is intense. Like to think about it, and it's a really good crowd participation. Like I said, if no one knows, like what's the name of the anime? Kikigori, yeah. Like
that's the best we getting. So.
Like
I love that anime,
and it's just the first episode. Like it's really the first episode of it. Like they played
and they also got to me they have the best live action version of the show.
I haven't seen.
I haven't seen the live action.
The live action is pretty fire. It really captures it like the same as the anime.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I'm saying. So if no one's seen it, like we're doing for the people, like within the first episode, like I said, it's a gambling Netflix anime. You know what I'm saying? But where we know, especially if you like haiku or anything like that, where the gambling and everything is over the top, and you know what I'm saying. But like I said, the first episode was, and like I said, to me, it's like it's the most basic of a game. Like rock paper scissors. They made this shit such an intense betting experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like to use crowd participation, like everybody. Like what made it really cold though is that when I started seeing people playing, because of course we didn't have real cards, I just kind of winged it. Like I winged it with business cards, with our business cards. You know what I'm saying? But to see people like holding their cards, like damn, I don't know what to fucking play here. You know what I'm saying? All you guys like, you just gotta pick something. You don't know what it's gonna be, so it's like you really just gotta look at this person like, damn, you got 3 cards, I got 3 cards. It's best 2 out of 3. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what and that's what I remember the last hand. Is like both motherfuckers had one. No, I think Fam had all rocks. Yeah. And Dawg had like 2 papers and whatever. So it was like he would draw, and then it was like because he had one different card, he was able to like win. But it's like, bro, they was like, bro, what do you do when your whole hand is all rocks or whatever? It's like.
That's just the luck
Hope for the
draw.
best.
Yeah, you gotta
hope for the best.
You gotta hope he got all 6.
But I also love that we had a round table because it was truly like the anime because we had so many people around it.
Actually, one of the dudes he said he was like, I feel like I'm in the anime right now.
So like I think like to me that was a great add to our just our podcast experience to have some really interactive because that's definitely gonna get bigger. Like I feel and I love the fact that this really is an intense one-on-one. Like everyone's helping you, but you don't know really how they're helping or hurting you. Like I said, you can literally have a reach in there to be like everybody everybody in that motherfucker to be like, I'm just gonna be assholes and everybody's right scissors. Yeah. Like amongst the crowd, they like, bro, everybody do scissors. You know what I'm saying? Like and fuck our whole game up. Like it can really go any kind of way. So as I said, it was funny to have people like. Oh, that's why interacting and putting the cards in the, putting their name and everything in the bag in the bag, and it's like you just pick 3 and go, and it's like they're like, bro, I would do that at a kickback. Yeah. Like nigga, when you come in, I need you to write your name and a rock paper scissors on the card. And later on tonight though, we challenging niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's just it's almost like you ready to do it. All right, where the box at? You know what I'm saying? You dueling for shots now. Like at a house party, like. Shot do it, nigga.
I mean, you can scale it to be like it could be a tournament. Yeah, you can do so much with it, and it was fun. It's like people love it.
Add to the because if that was your first introduction to the anime, so when you go back and watch it, you're like, oh shit, I was doing that. Yeah. You already like the anime. Or you fuck around and
see the clip. Yeah. People just be scrolling through and they see the 3 cards. They're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was playing that shit.
That's what it was really called, like to bring something from an anime to that is like when you do watch the anime, like we're of course we're shouting out the anime came from whatever. So when you watch it's like, bro, I was playing that shit, and now I understand what the energy they were talking about. Because you watch the anime like this shit is intense.
Bro, I remember how quick everybody got into it. I turned around. I thought we was only gonna do like 2 games. I turned around. It was more people.
Niggas was just sitting down.
No, one dude. I was gonna say that one dude was standing in line. Like, no, I'm playing this.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, bro.
He was looking for that pen. Hey, where that pen at? Where that pen at? I want to play.
So that's what I mean. The rock paper scissors was awesome. Like we definitely going to like have something that,
and
we're gonna definitely find some way to actually make it a really big thing. But convention wise, you're gonna see that. So shout out to everybody who actually participated.
Shout out to the winners. Shout out to the
winners.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, because y'all definitely made that game work. Cause I was in there because ear while we was podcasting. I brought them to pull this out. I'm just gonna do it. I'm figure out how to do it. I was trying to figure out. I'm like, don't even got no pens. I don't got papers. How do I write this shit up to everybody?
One pen in the whole building.
One pen.
The whole building. Nobody else.
And look, the only reason why we had it is because I asked that pen earlier. Because if we didn't, we wouldn't have had it.
So like that was it was definitely good that we put that off.
But like in general, man, the interview day was like it was busy back to back, but it was running so smooth. And like we talked about it, I love the fact that like when people came in to interview us, they saw a plethora of cameras, mic'd them up, like we gave them the superstar treatment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they got that memory like, yo man, I did something with Geekset, man. Like that shit was actually lit.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, excuse the chicken though. That's all I'm saying. Excuse the chicken.
Definitely.
If we interviewed you, but we had to eat.
Yeah, we have.
Definitely excuse the chicken. So, it was hot. Niggas got hungry.
Oh my god!
But I was loving just the answers that we were getting, the honesty that people was getting. Not straying away from the tough conversations and being able to. But still, like I said, we want to do it responsibly. So being able to speak on these topics responsibly, but also focus on what we want to change or what we want to stand up for and everything, and just amazing guests, man, that we talked to, just a glimpse of, this is the culture. Like, I just love like what we did there with that conversation and everything. And I'm really excited and can't wait to share this journey more about the Black Geek documentary.
Yeah, bro, like you just know you're on the right path. Like I said, like this podcast can really go forever, but I mean,
it could.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just like
this show. Oh, go ahead, finish.
No, I was just saying, like knowing that we like I said, being in the realm of doing the Black Geek documentary and seeing how smooth it went for this weekend, like it just definitely like for everybody who's really looking forward to what we like from this weekend. Like I said, because at this point now, it's really telling everybody going forward like what we're doing. So if you become a part of it or interacting with us, knowing what we're putting together, like doing that for this weekend, letting everybody know that we're putting this together and like being in a black space. That's what I think. That's what I think that really was a good moment for me, like knowing that we could have pitched this at like another kind where it's a little bit more like mixed crowd and you gotta kind of talk to everybody, but we're telling literally who we need to know what we're doing. They like, fam, I'm with this. I'm literally 100% with it. Like, and giving us all the support and attention that we needed for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like being able, even like I said, even talking to RDC, and like we couldn't lock in the interview, but it's like they knew what we were doing while we were there, and they like, bro, this is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Like
it never felt as if we couldn't have. It was just schedules didn't align. It wasn't. It never felt like we're not gonna get that interview because they don't want to talk with us. It was, man. When they free, we doing X, Y, and Z.
Because what it was though is like it was a blind side. Like of course we promoted and talked about it, but when you hit the convention, then we're telling you like we're here for a documentary. You know what I'm saying? So it was like whoa, what? You know like now you pitching and telling everybody. So it was like damn, I'm like if all shit going on here. Like if all shit going on here, like y'all actually filming a documentary about it. Like I really want to be like I want to do this. Like
and y'all launched it at our
shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to do this. Like but like the timing constraint. Like I feel like if they knew. If in some way, somehow knew, like, we coming to y'all shit to film this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it really sunk in what we were doing. Like, we were able to actually, like we were saying, like, until you meet Geekset, there's always going to be that wall. Like, y'all, I see what y'all on. But when you really talk to us.
A lot of people say a lot of stuff. So, when we showed up, not only had we said it, was like, no, we actually living it. It's like, oh, shit, wait. Y'all are serious. Because I felt like I got that vibe from a lot of people who knew we were doing this beforehand, but then actually see the work get started. They was like, "Oh shit, this is y'all really doing this."
Yeah, that's truly what it was because I've had conversations with people beforehand, just letting them aware we're filming the Black Geek documentary. We're doing the Black Geek documentary, so they like, when they finally seen it, like, oh shit, like this is not
like y'all filming.
Right. That's what I was like for everybody. Like I said, for people who actually hears this podcast from, you know what I'm saying, that was at the convention, like when it's like the actual work that, you know, what we did for this weekend comes out is like, it's going to really show the, you know, the joy of everybody that was there. Like it's really thanks to everybody fucking with us, that we're gonna have a fucking amazing visual and all that being out there. You know what I'm saying? Like being down. Like of course we got B-roll and stuff we just caught, but telling people what we're here for and like, okay, I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That what you're gonna get from us from that support is like gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're giving you what you got, what you want, like what we. If you giving us what we asked for, we're gonna give you what you want. You know what I'm saying? What you want to see, like what you know what I'm saying. And that's what I think that like I said, it's gonna, you really not gonna be. I'm sorry, like you just can't top this convention.
So let's get a closing statement. I don't like we're gonna do recommendations on this one, but like closing statements. The one thing I want to say is, you know, if you see us at a convention, just know, like, right, we are on a journey. We are doing now. Every convention we at is content for the Black Geek documentary, and like I said, you know, because we're reporting on the culture, it's not just celebrity driven or top dog driven. Like we want to know your story. We want to talk to, you know, the people that's on the ground. We want to know all that because we want to report on how this culture is. So, you know, just, you know, use the hashtag Black Geek Documentary, man. Follow the social medias, follow the hashtag. You know, if you can donate, purchase some merch, join our Patreon, stuff like that. Like all of that, because the Black Geek Documentary, it's in full swing and it's kicked off amazing. And you know, this weekend was amazing. That's my final closing statement.
Is it me?
Yeah, I guess.
I just.
I thought you was pulling like you was writing some shit.
No, I'm finna give you some. Like, tap my cards out. Like, first of all, I want to thank God. I just said.
None of this is possible.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. In the same token, like this. Just like I said to RDC and DreamCon in general, like, fam, this was like probably the best experience I can possibly ever have being a black nerd. Or being a black geek in general, you know what I'm saying? Like this weekend was by far like I said, it's always, this is really the bar. Like there's nothing that can really, for me as a person, like I mean, I think that's that realm. Like it's like as a concert goer or just a nerd, there's so many conventions you can play that's top. You know what I'm saying? But as a black nerd, this is top tier. Like you're not gonna top this. You know what I'm saying? And so, and being a black nerd in our space, like being able to be press or host, like I can only imagine what it feels like to be like back when I was just like, you know, a con goer, like, you know, if I could to be in this realm. But we've done our work enough to be press here and be behind the scenes and like this. So it's like the fact that we did all the work for 4 years and the result is like, nigga, you gonna be pressed at one of the biggest black events. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's like it really does show like the work we put in and everything. So it's like for me. I mean, the fact that we're hitting this with the Black Geek documentary, and we're like I said, like we're going forward, helping support what we're trying to do, knowing that we're just trying to bring light to everybody that's really that really wants to do the same thing that we want to do. Like everybody wants to be seen and heard in their element, in their space, or you know, we're just trying to bring the blurred space into the light. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people around us that really want to do the same thing. So it's like the Black Geek documentary is that. Like that is for everybody who, like, if you don't want to be really silenced still, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the time to really speak and talk and be like, bring that out. And like having it start with DreamCon is I really do think we should end it with DreamCon.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
End it with
I like
you know what I'm
it.
saying? Like I really think we should end it with DreamCon. But that's why my close is like it's just it's go time, bro. I
mean, I think that most of you guys said it the best. It's you can't ask for a better start to this journey because this is what the Black Geek is. And we talked about it time and time again during this podcast. We're going to talk about it time and time again throughout this whole journey. But just to live it for this weekend and know that, well, this is who we're doing it for. This is what we're trying to do. And this is why we're doing it. It's, you can't end. I wholeheartely agree. You got to end it with DreamCon 2023.
Yeah.
I would agree. I would say the same thing. I think like the effect of starting it at this DreamCon, like all the people that kind of were affected and touched and that like had something to say by even just meeting us. That was like big. And I think going forward, it's like doing the other cons, you're gonna do more interviews, you're gonna talk to more people. I want to see their growth if they come back to DreamCon and there's like, oh yes, you guys still y'all finishing it. You know, like let me talk to you about what I was doing last year.
I mean, to be truthful, I would love to give the people of DreamCon our journey first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all started with us.
That's why I think ending it with 2023, because that's the final interviews.
Yeah.
You lock down the last interviews at DreamCon 2023, but you're gonna already have the trailer done. You're gonna already have this over this next year
worth of content.
Yeah, we're gonna have all of that. We're gonna be able to have so much stuff. But it's like, oh, we needed that little button. We needed that little button at the end. That's what this is for, and we're done.
What's crazy to think about that though, when he just said that, a year worth of content, man. What we got out of 2 or 3 days? 3 days, bro. 4 days. That is crazy.
Yeah, we took a whole year worth, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're literally trying to give niggas a whole year worth of what it means, like what it is in the blur space.
But it's honestly like I was saying before, it's perfect because look at what it showed people. Mm-hmm. Like we just literally were approached by people from all over, but that were like us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not like this Steve Urkel image and not this, stereotypical image. Like cats that you look like, bro, I've known you from around the way. I probably played football against you. I probably did this. Yeah. And this dude is in full cosplay, partying, having a good time around all these different people. So it's like that stuff right there, bro. They were affected. I would say maybe 75% of these people were their first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So imagine how they're gonna feel from now on and following these journeys, and then next year when they like, I grew in this year with y'all.
Yeah, I saw the start and stuff like that. So So go to, there's a couple of things, man. Go to GeeksetPodcast.com. Follow us on all social media at GeeksetPodcast. On Twitter, you can follow Black Geek Documentary. No, the Black Geek Doc. And then on Instagram, Black Geek Documentary. That's where you're going to get the behind the scenes, the insights, the everything in regards to that. And, go to youtube.com/GeeksetPodcast. That's where you can check out, all our episodes. But, we're going to be uploading things. And if you really want to get some behind the scenes, Patreon.com/Geekset is the best way. We have $1 tiers all the way up to $50 tiers. But that's where we will be dropping just, some exclusive things that we won't put out. We won't put out, to the world, but it'll be more so put out to our community, the people who supported us, the people, just to kind of see what we've been working on and everything like that. So, follow us on this journey. That's the thing. And I like that idea of people, they get introduced to the doc now and they're following that journey, and then they get to see all the work that went into it and goes into it, and then also see the final product, man. So again, thank everybody that talked to us, and everybody think this weekend, and we are the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. That was featured in Forbes. That was covering DreamCon. We are out.
Peace. We gotta go.
Yeah.